Okay guys, welcome to the workshop. For a second there I thought it was raining. I have wet wood and dry wood mixed together. Tonight is story time. This will be in my book, if I ever finish the book. I have started it, but it's going to be quite a long book with lots of stories, so it's a big process. I do have another book that is finished. It's written. It's with the editor right now, and that one will be ready to go at some point, but my part of it's basically done. These will be ebooks. Nothing spectacular. That's something different, something else I've tried. But it's up to the editor now to take my chicken scratches and turn it into something, you know? My editor's my sister. She's the smart one. I'm the one with the stories. At least I think I am. I know I'm not the smart one. I got that figured out. Okay, this is in Turkey. 2003, July 4th. I was an honorary American for the day. Me and a couple other guys. I think there was 3 of us. We were working a pipeline in Turkey. Staying in a bush camp. The food there was horrible. And one of the managers or something, I don't know what he was. He was a very out of place American, that's what he was. I'm not sure what his job was. He got steaks for the 4th of July. We worked, and you know, it was a normal day. And we worked all day and everything like normal. But when we got back to camp, there was a special meal for the Americans for the 4th. There's a bird in the tree there. So I was invited. I think it was me and another Canadian and a guy from Ireland, and the rest were Americans, maybe half a dozen or something. It wasn't very many of us. And we got invited to have steak dinner. We got these steaks from somewhere in Turkey that they were imported. American chain restaurant. I think they did a similar thing when I was in India. Maybe I'll remember the name of the restaurant when I actually write the book. Anyway, we get these steaks, and to say they were okay would be being very nice, you know. They were nothing special. Not because they were cooked wrong, just because it was a poor quality piece of meat. But we were eating stewed eggplant 7 days a week for a very long time. I don't know where they got all the eggplant at, but we ate a lot of it in that camp, let me tell you. It was bad. The food there was really bad. But for one day, we had steak dinner on the 4th. Welcome to America. Which is pretty cool, you know. The guy went out of his way, really went out of his way to find these steaks. Nobody knew anything about it. I don't know who paid for it. Maybe it was him. I have no idea. They weren't easy to get, that's for sure. And there was a lot of people wishing that they were having steak with us, that's for sure. There just wasn't enough. But yeah, they weren't very good steak. But we had a steak dinner. I don't remember what we had with it. I hope it wasn't eggplant. And after that, we went outside and sat around and drank a couple of beer. Call it a night, just like every other night. But the meal was for Americans only, so when I walked in, the first thing the guy said, "Are you American?" "Yeah." "Yes, I am. Thank you very much." And I got me a steak. Luckily, they told me beforehand that when I walked into the kitchen, I had to tell them I was American, or I wouldn't have got my steak. I would have been stuck eating stewed eggplant again. The food on that job was so bad. Oh man, like a lot of them. Like a lot of them. But that'll be all part of the book. The bad food. Even the good food. Should be interesting, I think. I don't think I've ever been in the States for a 4th of July. Don't know why. I worked all summer in Kansas, but I think that project started the first week after the long weekend. I think that's how it worked, because I don't remember ever being there for the holiday. Did a few other holidays in the States. But you know, when you're at work, you gotta work all day. It's like New Year's in India. "Oh yeah, we're gonna have a New Year's celebration for you." Yeah, and then you have to get up 5 o'clock in the morning and go to work like every other day. Oh, that was bad. I drank 2 beer and went to bed like I did every other night. I didn't wait till midnight, that's for sure. Yeah, we're having a New Year's celebration tonight. Make sure you're there. Yeah, all right. Oh, the dog's outside. I think there's more dogs here now than there's ever been. I don't know where they're coming from. Why people are getting more dogs. Yeah, India. Boy, oh boy. I went there, the food was nothing. The food was just like finger food, potato chips, stuff like that. And they had some beer. I took 2 beer and went back to my room. Sat outside, enjoyed my beer. Everybody else was at this party. And went to bed by 10 o'clock. I was working way too many hours to be staying up till midnight. If I didn't have to, that's for sure. I haven't had a fire out here in a long time, you know that? That's why I got so much wood. I'm going to have to start giving away my wood again. I got a good pile going here. Alright guys, I'd say we'll leave it at that. If you're American and you celebrate the 4th, happy 4th. If you're not American, you can be one for the day. I was. But only the day. After my steak was gone. So, really only for an hour. Because after my steak was gone, I was out. Look out, Dick. You don't want to eat that one if it's glowing red. I hit the camera a few more times, that'd be good. There we go. We got her. Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching. Woo, the wind is coming. It's been really windy again lately. A lot of wind this year. So, as always, thanks for watching. We'll get her done right this time. I'm gonna sit here, finish my beer. I didn't even open it, and enjoy my fire and relax a bit. Take her easy, which is what I'm good at.